Hey there, welcome to the Career Fix with Kay Allen Brownlee. I am so thrilled to be with you today. For those of you who are not sure what the Career Fix is, this is my way of giving career advice in 5 minutes or less. That's why I call it a fix. It's pretty quick. And you are in the career changers type of category. And today we're going to be talking about those career pivots that drive us crazy. Oh my gosh, they drive us insane. So we're going to be talking about the career pivot planning. Okay, so we talked about in the past just what it looked like, how to do it with purpose, all that good stuff. But now we're going to talk about how to plan it, because in an ideal world, if you are going to make a drastic career change, you should totally take some time to do it. So we're going to talk about career pivot planning and how to make like a step-by-step transition strategy. I'll always give you 3 points. Let's start with the first one. First, we're going to create a roadmap. Now, anybody who knows me, anybody who's been coached by me, they understand we do career mapping all the time. Every single person that I work with, doesn't matter who you are, where you've been, if you've been super far, we always do a career map so you can understand where you're going, and then we can help brand you from there. But in this case, you want to create a roadmap to make sure that you break your transition into manageable steps, that you understand when it comes from research, from reskilling, and applying to new roles, that you have what you need in order to be more competitive and to make sure you don't get burnt out. Because a lot of times, all of us have been able, we were like, I want to make a change, I want to do something, but we weren't necessarily ready. And so in this case, if you plan it out, you can make sure that you have some of those things in which your industry would be interested in, or the new industry would totally turn heads for. Okay. Second, set short and long-term goals. So when you're thinking about your roadmap, you're going to set goals in that anyway. Have both. Have short and long, because anybody who you've worked with, whether you've been coached or not, realize they will tell you that a lot of times big goals burn us out. They burn us out. And sometimes we forget that there are many little goals within that big goal in order to get done. So if you keep that at heart, if you really make sure that the small steps you need in order to get to the big goals are there, then it could totally work out for you. I would say, common thing that I do, I make big goals and then I make tasks and action steps in between in order to get there. And those small things give me those small wins that makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. It makes me feel like I'm actually achieving something. But just make sure you're setting those, and that you are making sure that it keeps up with your career pivot plans. And then third, I want you to test the waters before leaping. This is tough. It's kind of like putting your toe in a pool. And have you ever put your toe in a pool and it's like too cold? You're like, I'm not getting in there. There's no way in the world. Or you say, okay, well, I'm going to get in there, but I'm going to put my feet on the stairs. I'm going to put my feet in first. Like, or are you one of those who just run head towards the water? You don't even know what's going on and just flop right in there. It depends on who we are. But when it comes to the pivot, my advice, if you can, is put your toe in the water. Okay, so make sure you're testing the waters. Consider contract work, possibly internships, side gigs. No, internships aren't just if you're in college and you just trying to figure out. No, it's other type of things that we have these days in order for folks to get exposure to certain departments and stuff like that. And then side gigs. I would also add in stretch assignments. I would add in working with employee resource groups and stuff like that, so you can get more access to different departments and having conversations with folks who are in those areas. And then really taking on a peer or a mentor who can truly help you make that pivot as well. There are so many things you can do. This is such a broad topic. I'm going to have a couple videos on this one, but just make sure the 3 things we talked about: create a roadmap, make sure you set short and long-term goals, and you test the waters before leaping. Think about that example of like literally jumping into a cold pool. It can feel like that. And sometimes you just don't get the reactions you know. So just you know, or you're familiar with. So just keep that in mind as you're making that career pivot. And I assure you, if you do, you'll see some different changes than if you were just running full steam ahead and jumping in the pool. All right. I've had fun. I hope that you got your career fix today. I certainly did. If you enjoyed this, make sure that you subscribe, like, or share, and make sure that people everywhere can truly be able to find whatever works for them in order to get to the next level. All right. It's been fun. I will see you next time.